In your notebook, continue where you left off. Question number 41 is an EOC question. They're asking you what is the completely factored form of 3x to the power of 6 minus 75x to the power of 4. So let's start from where we can. So the first thing I'm looking at is, I'm looking at the 3 and the 75. So 3 and 75, they both can be divided by 3. So I'm pulling out the 3, which is common. Now I'm looking at x to the power of 6 and x to the power of 4. So I can pull out the smallest one, which is x to the power of 4. So now take a look at what I have done. I have pulled out the 3, I have pulled out the x to the power of 4. So they both are taken care of. So now I need my x to the power of 6. I already have x to the power of 4. So I only need an x squared to make up my x to the power of 6. Now I need my minus sign inside, which is done. 75, so 3 can go into a 75 25 times. And x to the power of 4 you have already taken out, so this is what it is. So now the next step is to recognize the formula a squared minus b squared. So a squared minus b squared will be a plus b times a minus b. So this one I'm going to write it as x squared minus 5 squared. My 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25. So now recognizing the formula, a is nothing but my x and b is nothing but my 5. So the similarity between this and the a squared minus b squared formula is that. So now I'm going to write it as x plus 5, x minus 5. So looking at the answer choices, so I have 3x4, I have it in all the places. So the only difference is x plus 5, x minus 5. X plus 5, x minus 5 is here. So the correct answer in this case will be D. Now question number 69. Pause the video, read the question, understand the question. This is an EOC type of a question. You are building a birdhouse that will have a volume of 128 cubic inches. So that is the one information that is given to you. So the volume of 128 cubic inches is given. The birdhouse will have the dimensions shown. So this is a little blurry. So I'm going to rewrite this to be as W plus 4, which is here. And this one is W. And this one is 4. Since it's a little blurry, I'm just rewriting it for you. So W plus 4 inches. And this is W. And this is 4. So you want to find the volume. So the formula to find the volume will be base times width times height. So the base in this case is 4. The width in this case is W. The height in this case is W plus 4. Make sure that you use the parenthesis. So 4 times W times this. So now the volume is given to be as 128. So the volume is given to be as 128. They are asking you to write a polynomial that represents the volume of the birdhouse. The second one, they are asking you to find the dimensions. So let's go for the right side. So I have 4w and w plus 4. Let's do the distributive property. So that gives you 4w squared. W times w is w squared plus 4 times 4 is 16 and w tags along. This is a common mistake students make. You cannot just multiply the number. The variable also has to come along. Equals 128. So basically you want to find the dimensions, which means you want to solve this polynomial. If you want to solve the polynomial, you have to find the 0 roots. So you cannot find the 0 roots until you set one side of the equal sign as a 0. So you want to bring this to the other side, minus 128 on both sides. So now the left side becomes a 0, which means you can solve the polynomial. So I have 4w squared plus 16w minus 128. So looking on the right side, I'm looking at 4, 16 and 128. And I'm seeing if there is anything that I can pull out common. So in this case, I can pull out 4. So the common factor is 4 and pulling out. So 4 is taken care of. The rest goes inside. W squared plus 4 times 4 gives me back my 16. W minus, and 4 goes into 128. 32 times. So use your calculator and multiply 32 and 4 and you're going to get 128 back again, equals 0. So now this becomes 4 and the 1 inside the parenthesis, the leading coefficient is of 1. So there is no leading coefficient, which means you take it as 1. So now since my leading coefficient is of 1, LC is of 1, use the X method. So using the X method, so this becomes my add, this becomes my multiply. So the middle number 4 drops inside. Once again, giving you a refresh course on this one. So the middle number 4 drops inside, and the last number minus 32 drops on the bottom. So 32, I can get it from 8 and 4. 8 times 4 gives you 32. I need a positive 4. So 8 plus 4 will not give me a 4. But on the other hand, if I have one of them as a minus sign, let's double check again. 8 plus negative 4 gives me a positive 4. 8 times negative 4 gives me my negative 32, which works. So all I need to do is attach my variable. So one side becomes w plus 8, and the other side becomes w minus 4. And the 4 tags along. So the 4 tags along, and you have one w plus 8 and w minus 4 equals 0. So now you need to solve what w is. So I'm going to breaking it apart as 4 w plus 8 equals 0, and w minus 4 is equal to 0. So divide by 4. On the left side, you get w plus 8 is equal to 0, minus 8 on both sides. So you get w equals minus 8. Now go to the right side. Plus 4 on both sides. This is your one-step equation. So you get w equals 4. So now you got two options. You can either have w equals negative 8 or w equals 4. Let's go back to the question. So your two options were w equals negative 8 or w equals 4. So now if you look at w plus 4, w and 4, we are talking about the dimensions. So the dimensions will always be positive. So that means this is out. You cannot take a negative dimension. You cannot say I'm going to measure negative 8 inches for the side of the birdhouse. So that means w is equal to 4 inches. So now looking at the dimension, so the width in this case is 4, the breadth in this case is 4, and the height, so the base is 4, the width is also another 4, and the height in this case is 4 plus 4, which is 8 inches. And this will be the dimensions, which is part B of the answer. So got to be cautious. So 4 is given, which is, I'm going to highlight and show you. So this 4 is this, and this is another 4, which is what we got. And the height in blue is w plus 4, so 4 plus 4, which is 8.